Hey everybody, this is Allison from AllyKatkreations. How are you? I did some chores. I put some garbage out. And here I am again. Please make sure you hit that like button to help me, support me. Share, because it's caring. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. This is important. Why? The Sepher Yetzirah, the book of creation. Why is this important? Not necessarily important, but it is referenced in the keys to the universe and the key of destiny. And just like Arthur Schopenhauer, who I really adore, his philosophy, I know people think I'm crazy for thinking that, but the world as will and representation was eye-opening for me, changed a lot of things in my paradigm and my thinking, and helped me. You know, different books and different genres of things help other people awaken. And when, you know, a lot of people do give book suggestions and things, and sometimes I can't find a book that I can read outright because of copyright stuff. This I can read because there is no copyright anything anywhere, and it's short. But I think it's dutifully noted that I should read it so that those of you who are following on the Keys to the Universe and the Keys of Destiny, it's the Keys of Destiny is the sequel to the Keys of the Universe. So the Keys of the Universe goes through 1 through 10. And now the Book of Destiny goes through 11 to 22. And they quote this book a lot. So why not read a book that they keep quoting? Because both of them are amazing. And where did they get their thoughts from? You dig, you read. So I'm going to read this. It's very short. We'll get through it. I'm going to read the introduction. And again, this is not everybody's cup of tea, not everybody's coffee. Oh. I got co-host number 1 right here on the armchair, and I got co-host 2 who just plopped his head on my foot. He's so cute. Introduction. The Sepher Yetzirah is a work of great importance within the mystic tradition of Kabbalah. That's why it's not everybody's cup of tea. Written in the late period of antiquity, perhaps the 3rd century at earliest, but likely somewhat later, it deals with the traditional and common system of numbering and synchronicity within Jewish lore, especially a treaty comparing the structure of the language therein and of numbers to the cosmic divine force of various types as well as human anatomy. I just read something really brilliant from an astrologer and a few other people I've been reading about. But this is like my own observation about stuff. The truth has been hidden from us, the whole entire humanity, for a very long time. And they demonize a lot of these books, the Gnostic, Stoic, esoteric, different books. They're demonic. Or they're not, you know. They're evil, as they claim, but are they? What happens if they told you that these books were evil for a reason and that they're demonic and they're evil? Because they wanted to hide the truth from you. What happens if there's truth in this? And no matter what religion things stem from, I'm going to be honest with you, from what I know, she wants love. And it's all about love and light. For example, this sweet old lady has no concept of religion. It doesn't exist in her paradigm. It doesn't. She goes about her kitty cat life, playing with toys, bothering me at all times to eat and to get fed when there's food out for her all the time. The same thing with him. They don't have a concept of these things. Man, a lot of things have been channeled and been given from higher ups, the positive and negative polarity. So just keep those things in mind when I read some of these books. A lot of people kind of like shrug things off. Oh, no, that's evil. Well, no, what happens if the books that they told you were evil were actually books that had some truth to it? And not all books have truth, but a lot of them have concepts that are truthful, that you can piggyback on other things. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the keys to the universe, accurate with everything that I've been studying. Like the Sepher Yetzirah, there is here a seemingly Gnostic element included. This makes sense considering the date involved with its original creation. The very statements on the Sephiroth contained here do appear somewhat similar, at least as they are described as of nothingness. To concepts within Gnosticism, this divine totality, both everything and nothing, is arranged into ever descending hierarchies of various grades and types, in which the higher realms do include what would be loosely termed angelic beings. The concept of arranging things into discrete grades and types here should not be unfamiliar to anyone who has studied the occult, whether Kabbalistic or not. Such systems are remarkably complex, but quite commonly found, even in later texts, which almost certainly were partly derived from older generations of writings, almost invariably with a tip of the hat to both this and other Kabbalistic works, as well as those of Gnostics in their heyday. Here then, there are 12 elements spoken of, each corresponding to a different direction in sense of a compass, as well as various partitions for the human body. Strangely, this work appears to have a vague similarity to the Gnostic Chaldean oracles of Zoroaster in its fixation upon the heart and soul centers of the anatomy, both physical and spiritual, the parting of the two, their nature, and with very concept of binding them to linguistic and cosmic concepts. I read that. It's on the... I didn't put it in the playlist because it's just one book. I might make a occulty book section, so you know where to find these. But it's in there. I read it, I think 2 weeks ago or a week ago. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. These two works will come to such similar conclusions in a vacuum, entirely separate from one another. See, is not a particularly convincing claim to make. Rather, it's likely one influenced the other, or they both influenced by a single philosophical tradition. Generally, when others have pointed out Gnostic influence or interference in the Yetzirah, they have a habit of not saying specifically where the similarity lies, but a casual review of both works show them to be far too similar on this account for similarity to be chalked up to mere coincidence. The central concept here, insofar as linguistics is of interest, is the division of 3, 7, and 12. We might say of 1, or singularly, which is the cosmic central principle both within Gnosis and within these traditions. These later numbers follow a very simple order, and where there is order in such a system, or so it is alluded to in the occult, especially mathematically minded Kabbalah, there is wisdom to be gleaned. It is a simplistic pattern. 4 is added to 3, making 7. 5 is added to 7, making 12. The next logical step, of course, is to add 6 to 12, making 18. Its number could also be regarded as 666 added together. In a simplified system of mathematical numbering common in some circles, 12 would merely equate to 3, for the 1 and 2 in the number are combined. Other systems use other means achieving the same or perhaps a different result. This may not be treated upon in the text itself, but it bears mentioning. As like with many Kabbalist and mystical Jewish works, part of the meaning is inferred, not stated directly. Whether this is to prevent the unlearned from accessing its full potential, or is merely oversight, or perhaps the loss of fragment of the older manuscript, which possibly also influenced the Chaldean oracles of Zoroaster, cannot be determined. Interestingly, it also corresponds to the 12 elements, letters in the Hebrew alphabet, to the 12 signs of the modern zodiac. Here, though, it is referred to not in a mystical sense outright, but as the constellations thereof, astronomy, rather than astrology, so to speak. Essentially, then, this work takes the physical or mundane world and notes the numbering of different components thereof, of the constellations, body segments, directions, and so forth, and likens them both to linguistic terms and cosmic concepts. In this way, it seeks to provide the groundwork for the recognition of the divine order it speaks of, arranged, as it were, into various hierarchies, degrees, and levels. Interesting. Cat hair. Gotta love that. So we're going to start with the first part. With 32 mystical paths of wisdom, engraved Jah, the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, the living God, King of the universe, El Shaddai, merciful and gracious, high exalted, dwelling in eternity, whose name is holy. He is exceedingly high and holy, and he created his universe with 3 books, with letters, with numbers, and with voice. 10 Sephirot of nothingness, and 22 foundation letters, 3 mothers, 7 pairs, and 12 elements. 10 Sephirot of nothingness in the number of 10 fingers, 5 opposite 5, with a singular covenant precisely in the middle, in the circumcision of the tongue, and in the circumcision of the member. That has come up in another book that I read. I talk about that a lot. 10 separate of nothingness, 10 and not 9, 10 and not 11. Understand with wisdom, be wise with understanding, examine with them and investigate them. Make existence stand on its founding, and make the creator sit on his foundation. 10 separate of nothingness, their measure is 10, which have no end, a depth of beginning, a depth of end, a depth of good, a depth of evil, a depth of above, a depth of below, a depth of east, a depth of west, a depth of north, a depth of south. The singular master, God, faithful king, dominates over them all, from his holy place until eternity of eternities. 10 separate of nothingness. Their visage is like the appearance of lightning. Their limit has no end, and his word in them is running and returning. They hush to his command like a storm, and before his throne they kneel. 10 separate of nothingness. Their end is embedded in their beginning, and their beginning in their end, like a flame in a burning cinder. For the master is singular, he has no second, and before one, what do you count? 10 separate of nothingness, restrain your mouth from speaking, and your heart from thinking. And if your heart runs, return to the place. It is therefore written, quote, thy shayat, running and returning, Ezekiel. Regarding this, end quote. Regarding this as a covenant was made. 10 separate of nothingness, one is the breath of the living God. Blessed and edified is the name of the life of worlds, the voice of breath and speech, and this is the holy breath. 2. Breath from breath. With it he engraved and carved 22 foundation letters, 3 mothers, 7 pairs, and 12 elementals, and 1 breath is from them. 3. Water from breath. With it he engraved and carved chaos and abyss, swamp and clay. He engraved them like a sort of garden. He carved them like a sort of wall. He covered them like a sort of ceiling. 4. Fire from water. With it he engraved and carved the throne of glory, seraphim, oraphim, and holy shayat, and ministering angels. From these 3 he founded his dwelling, and it is written, quote, he makes his angels of breaths, his ministers of flaming fire, end quote. Palms. Aleph, Mem, Shin, and he sat them in his great name, and with them he sealed 6 directions. 5 he sealed above and faced upward, and sealed it with the Yad He Vav. 6 he sealed below and faced downward, and he sealed it with He Yad Vav. 7 he sealed east and faced straight ahead, and sealed it with the Vav Yed Hev. 8 he sealed west and faced backwards, and sealed it with Vav He Yad. Yud Yad. 9 he sealed south and faced it to the right, and sealed it with Yad Vav He. 10 he sealed north and faced it to the left, and sealed it with He Vav Yad. These are the 10 separate of nothingness, the breath of the living God, breath from breath, water from breath, fire from water, up, down, east, west, north, south. 22 foundation letters. See, 3 mothers, 7 pairs, the 12 elementals, the 3 mothers of Elf, Mem, Shin. Their foundation is pan of merit, a pan of liability, and the tongue of decree, deciding between them. 22 foundation letters. He engraved them, he carved them, he permuted them, he weighed them, he transformed them, and with them he depicted all that was formed and all that would be formed. 22 foundation letters. He engraved them with his voice, he carved them with his very breath. He set them in the mouth in 5 places. Elf, Shet, Hey, Ayin in the throat. Gimel, Yad, Kaf, Kuf in the palate. Delt, Tet, Lem, Nun, Tov in the tongue. Zayin, Zemek, Shin, Rish, Tazad in the teeth. Bet, Vev, Mem, Fe in the lips. I'm going to put a pause right there. FYI, I did go to Hebrew school, but I'm adopted. Why does that have anything to do with anything? Because I don't remember the Hebrew, how to pronounce these properly. I was raised in a Jewish household that was non-religious. So I do apologize to anybody listening that I did not pronounce some of these properly. I suck at languages. I read them better than I can project them. 22 foundation letters. He placed them in a circle like a wall with 231 gates. The circle oscillates back and forth. A sign for this is there is nothing in good higher than delight. There is nothing in evil lower than plague. How? He permuted them, weighed them, and transformed them. Alf with them all, and all of them with Alf. Bet with them all, and all of them with Bet. They repeat in a cycle and exist in 231 gates. It comes out that all that is formed and all that is spoken emanates from one name. He formed substance out of chaos and made the void into existence. He carved great pillars from air that cannot be grasped. This is a sign. He foresees, transforms, and makes all that is formed and all that is spoken, one name. A sign for this thing, 22 objects in a single body. This is part 3. 3 mothers. Alf, Mem, Shen, and then we have the aspect. Under Alf, we have breath, realm, the air, temperature, temperate, body area, the chest. Mem, aspect, water, realm, earth, temperature, cold, the body area, the belly. Shin, the aspect is fire, the realm is hot, temperature, heaven, the body area, head. The 3 mothers, Alf, Mem, Shen. 3 mothers, Alf, Mem, Shen. Their foundation is a pan of merit, a pan of liability, and the tongue of decree, deciding them between them. 3 mothers, Alf, Mem, Shen, a great mystical secret covered and sealed with 6 rings, and from the emanated air, water, and fire, and from them are born fathers, and from the fathers' descendants. 3 mothers, Alf, Mem, Shen. He engraved them, he carved them, he permuted them, he weighed them, and with them he depicted 3 mothers, Alf, Mem, Shen in the universe. 3 mothers, Alf, Mem, Shen in the year. 3 mothers, Alf, Mem, Shen in the soul, male and female. 3 mothers, Alf, Mem, Shen in the universe are air, water, fire. Heaven was created from fire. Earth was created from water, and air from breath decides between them. 3 mothers, Alf, Mem, Shen in the year are the hot, the cold, and the temperate. The hot is created from fire, the cold is created from water, and the temperate from breath. It moderates them. 3 mothers, Alf, Mem, Shen in the soul, male and female, are the head, belly, and chest. The head is created from fire, the belly is created from water, and the chest from breath, this moderates them. He made the letter Elf, king over breath, and he bound a crown to it, and he combined them one with another, and with them he formed air in the universe, the temperate in the ear, and the chest in the soul, the male with Elf Mem Shen, and the female Elf Shen Mem. He made Mem king over water, and he bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with them he formed earth in the universe, cold in the year, and the belly in the soul, the male with Mem Elf Shen, and the female Mem Shen Elf. He made Shen king over fire, and he bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with them he formed heaven in the universe, hot in the year, and the head in the soul, the male was Shen Elf Mem, and the female was Shem Mem Elf. Do you see how it's connecting to the book, The Keys to the Universe? At all? Anyone? This is part 4, the 7 pairs. Bet, aspect wisdom, planet the moon, day Sunday, body part right eye. Gimel, aspect wealth, planet Mars, day Monday, body part right ear. Dalet, aspect fertility, planet the sun, day Tuesday, body part right nostril. Kef, aspect life, planet Venus, day Wednesday, body part left eye. Fe, aspect dominance, planet Mercury, day Thursday, body part left ear. Resh, aspect peace, planet Saturn, day Friday, body part left nostril. Tev, aspect grace, planet Jupiter, day Saturday, mouth, body part. 7 pairs, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Kaf, Pef, Resh, Tev. They direct themselves with 2 tongues. Bet, Bet, Gimel, Gamel, Dalet, Dalet, Kaf, Kef, Fe, Fe, Resh, Resh, Tav, Tav. A structure of both the malleable and immovable, both strong and weak. 7 pairs, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Kaf, Fe, Resh, Tav. Their foundation is wisdom, wealth, seed, life, dominance, peace, and grace. 7 pairs, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Kaf, Fe, Resh, Tav, in speech and in transportation. The counterpart of wisdom is folly. The counterpart of wealth is poverty. The counterpart of seed is desolation. The counterpart of life is death. The counterpart of dominance is submission. The counterpart of peace is war. The counterpart of grace is wretchedness. I just did the last 4 principles of the Kabbalion. Polarity much? 7 pairs, Bet, Gimel, Dalef, Kef, Pe, Resh, Tav, up and down, east and west, north and south, and the holy palace precisely in the center, and it supports them all. 7 pairs, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Kef, Fe, Resh, Tav. 7 and not 6, 7 and not 8. Examine with them and investigate them. Make things stand on their founding, and make the creator sit on his foundation. 7 pairs, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Kaf, Fe, Resh, Tav. A foundation. He engraved them, he carved them, he permuted them, he weighed them, he transformed them, and with them he formed 7 planets in the universe, 7 days in the year, 7 gates in the soul, male and female. 7 planets in the universe: Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Sun, Venus, Mercury, the moon. They're missing some planets there. The 7 days of the week: 7 gates in the soul, male, female, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, and the mouth. He made the letter Bet king over wisdom, and he bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with them he formed the moon in the universe, Sunday in the year, the right eye in the soul, male and female. He made the letter Gimel, king over wealth. He bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with them he formed Mars in the universe, Monday in the year, the right ear in the soul, male and female. He made the letter Dalet, king over fertility. He bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with them he formed the sun in the universe, Tuesday in the year, the right nostril in the soul, male and female. He made the letter Kaf, king over life, and he bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with them he formed Venus in the universe, Wednesday in the year, the left eye in the soul, male and female. He made the letter Pei, king over dominance. He bound a crown to it. He combined one with another, and with them he formed Mercury in the universe, Thursday in the year, left ear in the soul, male and female. He made the letter Resh, king over peace, and he bound a crown to it. He combined one with another, and with them he formed Saturn in the universe, Friday in the year, the left nostril in the soul, male and female. He made the letter Tav, king over grace, and he bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with them he formed Jupiter in the universe, the Sabbath in the year, and the mouth in the soul, male and female. 7 pairs, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Kaf, Pei, Resh, Tav. With them were engraved 7 cosmos, 7 firmaments. 7 firmaments. 7 lands, 7 seas, 7 rivers, 7 deserts, 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 years, 7 sabbaticals, 7 jubilees, and the holy palace. Therefore he made 7 beloved under all the heavens. Two stones build 2 houses. 3 stones build 6 houses. 4 stones build 24 houses. 5 stones build 120 houses. 6 stones build 720 houses. 7 stones build 5,040 houses. And from here on, go out and calculate that which the mouth cannot speak and the ear cannot hear. Editor's note: this is a straightforward mathematical pattern. Some edits have apparently and mistakenly or not or deliberately replaced 720 with 620, thus breaking the pattern. Excuse you, Miss Claus. Twelve elementals. Hey, aspect, speech, sign, Aries. Ooh, that's me. Month, Nisan. Body part, right foot. Bev. Aspect, thought, sign, Taurus. Month, Ilar. Body part, right kidney. Zayin. Aspect, motion, sign, Gemini. Month, Sivan. Body part, left foot. Chet. Aspect, sight, sign, Cancer. Month, Tammuz. Body part, right hand. We are currently in Zayin. We're in Gemini and soon to be moving into Cancer. Tet. Aspect, hearing, sign, Leo. Month, Av. Body part, left kidney. Yod. Not Yod. Yeah, Yud. Yud, maybe. Aspect, action, sign, Virgo. Month, Elul. Body part, left hand. Lamd. Aspect, procreation, sign, Libra. Month, Tishri. Body part, gallbladder. Nun. Aspect, smell, sign, Scorpio. Month, Teshian. I hope I got that right. Body part, intestine. I have some mean Yiddish, though. I'm not going to lie. My mom knew some Yiddish. Really good words, too. Shimkat, Shimek, Shemek, Samiak, Samiak. You get it. Aspect, sleep, sign Sagittarius, month Kislev, body part Kiva. Ayin, aspect, anger, sign Capricorn, month Tevet, body part liver. Tazid, aspect, taste, sign Aquarius, month Shavat, body part Korkiban. Again, I'm not saying these words properly and I know it. Cuff, aspect, laughter, sign Pisces, month Adar, body part spleen. And it's going to make me repeat all these too. Humor, friends, I'm not disrespecting. I do suck at pronouncing things though. 12 elementals, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Shet, Tet, Yod, Lamd, Nun, Shemeh, Ayin, Tazid, Kuf. Their foundation is speech, thought, motion, sight, hearing, action, reproduction, smell, sleep, anger, taste, laughter. 12 elementals, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Shet, Tet, Yod, Lamd, Lamed, Loomed, Nun, Shemeh, Ayin, Tazid, Kuf. Their foundation is the 12 diagonal boundaries, the east upper boundary, the east northern boundary, the east lower boundary, the south upper boundary, the south eastern boundary, the south lower boundary, the west upper boundary, the west southern boundary, the west lower boundary, the north upper boundary, the northwest boundary, the north and the north lower boundary. They extend continually until eternity of eternities. And it is they that are the boundaries of the universe. 12 elementals, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet, Yod, Lamd, Nun, Zayin, Ayin, Tazid, Kuf. Their foundation, he engraved them, carved them, permuted them, weighed them, and transformed them, and with them, he formed 12 constellations in the universe, 12 months in a year, and 12 directors in the soul, male and female. 12 constellations in the universe, Aries, Tela, the ram, Taurus, Shor, the bull, Gemini, Tumim, the twins, Cancer, Sartan, the crab, Leo, Ari, the lion, Virgo, Betula, the virgin, Libra, Myzium, the scales, Scorpio, Akarav, the scorpion, Sagittarius, Keshet, the archer, Capricorn, Gede, the water goat, Aquarius, Delhi, the water bearer, Pisces, Dagon, the two fish. 12 months in the year, Nisan, Ayer, Sivan, Tammuz, Av, Elul, Tarishi, Chishivan, Kislev, Tevet, Shavat, Adar. 12 directors in the soul, male and female, the two hands, the 2 feet, the 2 kidneys, the gallbladder, the intestines, the liver, the korkban, the kiva, and the spleen. He made the letter He, king over speech, and he bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with them he formed Aries in the universe, Nisan in the year, and the right foot in the soul, male and female. He made the letter Vav, king over thought, and he bound a crown to it, and he combined one with the other. And with them he formed Taurus in the universe, Ayer in the year, and the red kidney in the soul, male and female. He made the letter Zayin, king over motion, and he bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with them he formed Gemini in the universe, Sivan in the year, and the left foot in the soul, male and female. Sorry guys, she's being bad. He made the letter Chet, king over sight, and he bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with him he formed Cancer in the universe, Tammuz in the year, and the right hand in the soul, male and female. He made the letter Tet, king over hearing, and he bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with them he formed Leo in the universe, Av in the year, and the left kidney in the soul, male and female. He made the letter Yod, king over action, and he bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with them he formed Virgo in the universe, Elul in the year, and the left hand in the soul, male and female. He made the letter Lamd, king over procreation, and he bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with them he formed Libra in the universe, Teshri in the year, and the gallbladder of the soul, male and female. He made the letter Nun, king over smell. He bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with them he formed Scorpio in the universe, Shivan in the year, and the intestine in the soul, male and female. He made the letter Shmei. I'm not going to get that right, guys. King over sleep, and he bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with them he formed Sagittarius in the universe, Kislev in the year, and the Kava in the soul, male and female. He made the letter Ayin, king over anger, and he bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with them he formed Capricorn in the universe, Tevet in the year, and the liver in the soul, male and female. He made the letter Tezdai, king over taste, and he bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with them he formed Aquarius in the universe, Shabbat in the year, and the Korban in the soul, male and female. He made the letter Kuf, king over laughter, and he bound a crown to it, and he combined one with another, and with them he formed Pisces in the universe, Adar in the year, and the spleen in the soul, male and female. He made them like a trough, and he arranged them like a wall, and he set them up like a battle. These are the three mothers, Alf, Mem, Shen, and from them emanated three fathers, and they are air, water, fire, and from the fathers' descendants, three fathers and their descendants, and 7 planets and their hosts, and 12 diagonal boundaries. A proof of this, true witness in the universe, your soul, and a rule of 12, and 7 and 3. He set them in Teli, the cycle on and the heart. The three mothers, Alf, Mem, Shen, air, water, and fire. Fire is above, water is below. Air, a breath, is the rule and decides between them, and a sign of things that is that fire supports water. Mem hums, Shin hisses, and Aleph is the breath of air that decides between them. The tally in the universe is like a king on his throne. The cycle in the year is like a king in his province. The heart and the soul is like a king in war. Also, God made one opposite the other. I can never get this one. Ecclesiastes, totally destroyed that, and you know what I'm talking about. It's in the Bible. Good opposite evil, evil opposite good, good from good, evil from evil. Good defines evil, and evil defines good. Good is kept for the good ones, and evil is kept for the evil ones. That's a nugget in itself right there. That's a nugget. That's a good nugget. See how you pluck things from the truth? Pluck. Many of you know what I'm talking about too. 3, each one stands alone. One acts as advocate, one acts as accuser, and one decides between them. 7, 3 opposite 3, and one is the rule deciding between them. 12 stand in war, 3 in love, 3 in hate, 3 give life, and 3 kill. 3 love, the heart and the ears, 3 hate, the liver, the gall, and the tongue. 3 give life, 2 nostrils and the spleen. 3 kill, 2 orifices and the mouth. And God, faithful King, rules over them all, from his holy habitation until eternity of eternities. 1 on 3, 3 on 7, 7 on 12, and all are bound one to another. These are the 22 letters with which engraved Yahweh, Yah, Yadve, Vadve, Elohim. I think Yadve, Vahe. Tazavat, Elohim, Tazavat El Shaddai, Adonai. And with them he made 3 books, and with them he created his universe, and he formed with them all that was ever formed, and all that will ever be formed. And when Abraham, our father, may rest in peace, looked, saw, understood, experimented, engraved, and carved, he was successful in creation, and it is written, quote, and the souls that they made in Haran, end quote, Genesis. Immediately they were revealed to him, the master of all. May his name be blessed forever. And he placed him in the bosom and kissed him on his head, and he called him Abraham, my beloved, Isaiah. He made a covenant with him and with his children after him forever, and it is written, quote, and he believed in God, and he considered it to him for righteousness, end quote, Genesis. He made with him a covenant between the 10 fingers of his hands. This is the covenant of the tongue. And between the 10 toes of his feet. This is the covenant of the circumcision. And he bound the 22 letters of the Torah to his tongue. And he revealed to him his mystery. He formed them in water. He warmed them with fire. He moved them with breath. And he burned them with the 7 realms. He structured them with the 12 constellations. And that, my friends, is the end. I told you it was quick. A lot of people use this little schematic here for charts and maps, little tidbits of things. So I hope you enjoyed that. I felt like that needed to be read because it is so connected to the other books. Also, the Keys of Enoch is connected with that too. A little, this one might have to be broken up in sections, but this is the book that they were referring to in the beginning. It's important to recognize all that encompasses the world and all religions. There was somebody who sent me a picture of a book that was in Arabic, and I couldn't get it. I'm still looking for somebody to help me translate it and find the book in English translation, because that would be way worse. Just, it's bad news bears. But when I'm reading, like, the Keys of Enoch has Hebrew as one of its light languages. And it's interesting, to say the least. And to read a lot of that and to know what things are connecting to what, it doesn't matter where its origins are from, it's used in a lot of different texts and books. So I figured reading that will help connect those who are listening or reading, again, I encourage everybody to read all these books. I just don't want to be the one reading it for you. You're going to have a different perception than me. We all interpret books differently. We all get different nuggets of information that resonates with you. Again, we're all here to remember. It's all we're doing. We're remembering. We're igniting the cells in our quantum computer to start remembering all these past lives, all these languages and things that we already had installed within us. We just forgot. And when we come down in third density, we have the veil of forgetting. But now a lot of that paradigm has changed because we are starting to remember. Some of us came in already remembering, but not everything. So I find this very helpful to understand where the keys of the universe and the key of destiny is coming from when they reference this book. And I have both my co-hosts fighting over ass spots right now. Morgan reclaimed her throne. But my little guy can squeeze in anywhere. Hi. He wants my lap. He'll get it. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please make sure you hit that like button, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. This helps me continue getting the work out. If you would like to support my work, the information will be in the drop box below. Anything helps. If you have gotten a light bulb, a dot connection, an epiphany, a what the moment, like mind-blowing stuff, right? Please consider helping me out so I could spread more of those moments for you, help you connect the dots, help you see outside of your one paradigm. A lot of people are stuck in the one book of their culture that they were raised with since their birth. It's time now to expand your thinking, your perceptions. I'm not asking you to believe in any of it. I'm just asking you to critically think and start connecting dots and to start looking outside, because there's a wealth of information that's been hidden from us and it's all in these books. But we have to start remembering and putting those dots together for ourselves. And then we have to do the inner work to figure it out. The books is one component. It's only one component. So I helped some of you understand where those quotes were being pulled from. And until the next time, sending each and every one of you love and light. I hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, afternoon, lunch, brunch, wherever you are in the world. Please be safe. The next couple of days should be interesting. Remember, keep neutral. Reactions to negative things, kind of keep a neutral stance on everything and keep your head clear of negative thoughts. A lot of things are happening. There's a lot of confusion out in the world, and it is a very damning and dangerous time. And I want everybody to be level-headed and to think logically about all and any news that you come across your brain. Okay? Not everything is as it seems. A lot of things are falsified, and a lot of things are CGI, and a lot of things you think look real are not. As Ra would say, we live in an illusion. We live in a simulation, most likely a holographic one. We got to dump all these programs, the indoctrination, the MK Ultra, all of it, Project Monarch. We got to dump all these things, and they've been in our society for a very long time. This is nothing new. A lot of these books were infiltrated A lot of things were infiltrated, but there's truths in all of them. So it's up to us to pluck them out. And until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.